In the depths of our ancient oceans swam a creature so impossibly large that scientists are still rewriting its story. A predator with jaws wide enough to swallow a killer whale whole, teeth longer than your hand, and a bite force that could atomize a car. This was Megalodon. And everything we thought we knew about it was wrong. 23 million years ago, Earth's oceans were unrecognizable, warmer by several degrees, sea levels hundreds of feet higher than today, continents positioned differently, creating vast ocean highways between land masses. And ruling this prehistoric realm was an apex predator unlike any that came before or since. Otodus Megalodon. The name means big tooth in Greek, and it was earned. For nearly 20 million years, this shark dominated every warm ocean on the planet, from the shallows near ancient coastlines to the deep waters beyond. It had no rivals, no predators, nothing that could challenge its reign, until 3.6 million years ago when it vanished completely. The first thing you need to understand about Megalodon is its sheer size. For decades, scientists estimated it reached lengths of 50 to 60 feet. Already massive, already the largest predatory fish to ever exist. But in 2025, new research shattered those estimates. By analyzing fossilized vertebral columns from specimens in Belgium and Denmark, an international team of paleontologists proposed something radical. Megalodon may have reached lengths of up to 80 feet, 24 meters. That's the length of a semi-truck with its trailer, or 3 great white sharks placed end to end. And here's what makes this discovery so shocking. Scientists now believe Megalodon wasn't built like a great white at all. For years, researchers assumed it was simply a scaled-up version of the modern great white shark. Stocky, muscular, built for explosive speed. But new evidence suggests something entirely different. Megalodon had a more elongated, streamlined body, more similar to a mako shark or even a lemon shark. Slender but impossibly long. This changes everything we thought we knew about how it hunted, how it moved, and why it went extinct. A longer digestive system means it could extract more nutrients from each meal. It may not have needed to hunt as constantly as previously believed. One whale every few weeks instead of every few days. This also means it wasn't the explosive burst swimmer we imagined. In 2023, scientists discovered fossilized placoid scales from a Megalodon specimen in Japan. These tiny scales, smaller than grains of sand, revealed something unexpected. By measuring the distance between the raised keels on each scale and comparing them to modern sharks, researchers determined that Megalodon was likely a relatively slow cruiser, not built for high-speed chases. But that didn't matter, because what Megalodon lacked in speed, it made up for in pure, overwhelming power. The most defining feature of Megalodon is its teeth. Measuring up to 7 inches along, the diagonal edge, they are the largest shark teeth ever discovered. Thick, serrated, triangular. Designed not just to pierce flesh, but to saw through bone. Unlike cartilage, which decomposes, these teeth fossilized beautifully. Thousands have been found across every continent except Antarctica. In shallow coastal waters, in deep ocean trenches, embedded in ancient whale bones. Each one a relic of the most fearsome predator the ocean has ever known. But it wasn't just the size of the teeth that made Megalodon terrifying. It was the bite. Scientists estimate Megalodon's bite force ranged from 108,000 to over 182,000 newtons. To put that in perspective, a Tyrannosaurus rex could bite with 64,000 newtons, enough to crush a car. Megalodon's bite was 3 times stronger. It wouldn't just crush a car, it would dismember it, possibly atomize it. And its jaws, over 2 meters wide when fully opened, wide enough to swallow an adult killer whale in a single gulp. Unlike modern great white sharks, which attack prey from below, targeting the soft underbelly, Megalodon had a different strategy. It went straight for vital organs. Fossilized whale bones showed distinctive bite marks on rib cages, spines, and flippers. Megalodon would ram into its prey with tremendous force, then clamp down on the chest cavity, crushing ribs and puncturing the heart and lungs in a single, devastating bite. For smaller prey, like young whales or large fish, it used a different tactic. Ram them first with its massive snout to stun them, then bite. For larger baleen whales, it would target the tail and flippers to immobilize them before moving in for the kill. And here's something even more disturbing. Fossil evidence suggests that even juvenile megalodons, young sharks still learning to hunt, occasionally attacked massive adult whales. Imagine a 20-foot-long adolescent shark attempting to take down a 50-foot whale. That's the level of aggression and confidence these animals had. But size and power alone don't explain Megalodon's dominance. In 2023, a groundbreaking study revealed something scientists had long suspected, but never proven. Megalodon was warm-blooded, or more accurately, regionally endothermic. Like modern great whites and mako sharks, it could regulate the temperature of certain parts of its body. By analyzing the isotopes in fossilized megalodon teeth, researchers determined its body temperature averaged around 27 degrees Celsius. That's 80 degrees Fahrenheit, about 7 degrees warmer than the surrounding seawater. This ability to generate and maintain heat gave Megalodon several advantages. It could hunt in cooler waters where cold-blooded sharks couldn't venture. It could process food more efficiently, extracting more energy from each meal. And it could power a massive body that required enormous amounts of fuel. Scientists estimate an adult Megalodon needed nearly 98,000 kilocalories per day. That's 20 times more than what a modern great white requires. The equivalent of eating an entire whale every few weeks. But being warm-blooded came with a cost. It required constant energy, constant food, constant hunting. And as we'll see, this metabolic demand may have been one of the factors that led to its extinction. Megalodon wasn't just a wandering predator. It had nursery grounds. Fossilized teeth from juveniles have been found clustered in specific locations: Panama, Maryland, the Canary Islands, Florida. These shallow, warm coastal waters provided safety and abundant food for young megalodons, and young megalodons were already formidable. Newborns measured over 11 feet long at birth, larger than most adult sharks today. But even at that size, they were vulnerable. Great hammerhead sharks, snaggletooth sharks, and even other predators hunted juvenile megalodons. So they stayed in the shallows, feeding on fish, sea turtles, and small whales, until they were large enough to venture into the open ocean. As they matured, their diet shifted. Adults moved offshore, targeting massive baleen whales, seals, and other large marine mammals. Recent discoveries have even found megalodon teeth in the deep ocean. In 2024, scientists using a remotely operated vehicle discovered a fossilized megalodon tooth at a depth of over 10,000 feet in the Pacific Ocean, near Johnston Atoll. This was the first in situ discovery of a megalodon tooth in the deep sea, proving that these sharks weren't just coastal hunters. They migrated across entire ocean basins, just like modern great whites do today. But despite its dominance, Megalodon wasn't invincible. It faced competition. Giant predatory whales like Leviathan hunted the same prey. Early ancestors of killer whales may have competed for food as well. And around 5 million years ago, a new rival appeared, the great white shark. Smaller, faster, more adaptable, and capable of hunting in cooler waters where Megalodon couldn't survive. So what happened to Megalodon? Why did the most powerful predator in ocean history go extinct? For years, scientists believed it was simply climate change. Around 3.6 million years ago, Earth entered a period of global cooling. Ice caps expanded at the poles. Sea levels dropped by as much as 200 meters. Ocean currents shifted dramatically. The Isthmus of Panama emerged, cutting off warm equatorial currents and cooling the Atlantic. For a warm water specialist like Megalodon, this was catastrophic. Its preferred habitat shrank. Shallow coastal nursery areas disappeared as sea levels fell. And without safe places for juveniles to grow, reproduction rates plummeted. But climate alone doesn't explain everything. Recent research suggests the extinction was more complex. As oceans cooled, many whale species either went extinct or migrated to polar waters. Waters too cold for Megalodon to follow. Its primary food source was vanishing. At the same time, great white sharks were thriving. Studies show that Megalodons and early great whites had overlapping diets. Both hunted marine mammals. Both competed for the same prey. But great whites had an advantage. They were smaller, requiring less food. They could hunt in colder waters, and they reproduced faster. Some scientists now believe that juvenile megalodons were directly outcompeted by adult great whites. Both hunted similar-sized prey in coastal areas, but great whites were more efficient, more adaptable, and more numerous. Add to this the enormous energy cost of being warm-blooded. Megalodon couldn't afford to go long periods without food. It needed to eat constantly to maintain its body temperature and fuel its massive size. As prey became scarcer and habitat shrank, it simply couldn't sustain itself. The extinction of Megalodon marked a turning point in ocean history. For the first time in 20 million years, there was no single apex predator dominating the seas. Instead, a new balance emerged. Great white sharks, killer whales, and other predators divided the ecological niches Megalodon once held alone. And yet, despite decades of research, we're still uncovering new secrets about this ancient giant. The 2025 discovery that Megalodon may have been 30% longer than previously thought is just one example. Every new fossil, every new analysis rewrites what we think we know. Scientists still debate fundamental questions. How fast could it swim? How long did it live? How often did it need to eat? And perhaps most intriguingly, could anything this large evolve again? The answer is almost certainly no. Modern oceans are too cold, too depleted of large prey, too dominated by efficient mid-sized predators. There's no ecological space for a creature like Megalodon to exist today. Megalodon is gone. But its legacy remains written in the fossil record, in the bite marks on ancient whale bones, in the massive teeth scattered across the ocean floor, in the fact that for 20 million years, nothing could challenge its rule. It was the ultimate apex predator, a shark so large that recent discoveries suggest it could have been 80 feet long, so powerful that its bite could pulverize bone, so dominant that it shaped entire marine ecosystems. And yet, it wasn't immune to the forces of nature. Climate change, competition, evolution. In the end, even the king of the seas couldn't adapt fast enough. But here's the thing about the ocean. Megalodon wasn't the only impossibly large predator that once ruled these waters. There were others, creatures just as massive, just as terrifying. And some of them left behind mysteries that scientists still can't explain. Like the ancient whale with teeth the size of megalodons. A mammal that hunted other whales, that may have gone head-to-head with Megalodon itself. But that's a story for another time.